Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings, just to put down our cards for next week. So our first card that we have is the black and white Faulkner deck, as usual, and it is the Magician. So, excuse me, the Magician, great card. The Magician is all about the law of attraction. It's about opportunities. It's about being able to get things done, materialized in your life. So the Magician talks about as above, so below, as within, so without. So it's basically talking about you seeing yourself as a bit of a magnet, really, and allowing yourself to attract the opportunities that are around you and things that are available. So it's all about that energy of creating expectation and positive intention, I would say. So I'm not one of the kind of positivity police. I don't think it's reasonable to expect that everyone should be positive at all times. That's just really not possible, and it's also kind of brings into your energy kind of denial of things that you might need to acknowledge. So we all have at some point in our life some pain, some upset, some sadness. It's really important not to just lock that away and chuck away the key, because that's when these things come back and bite us on the bum. So we don't want to be in that energy, but we also do want to try to, on the whole, try to look at the positivity in situations if we can. So focusing on our joy. Yes, acknowledge sometimes there's healing that needs to happen. Absolutely, for sure. But on the whole, we want to be looking at opportunity. We want to be creating the right atmosphere. We want to be creating the right energy. We're going to act as a magnet. So we want to have that kind of positive magnetic energy. So we attract more positive things. So the Magician talks about opportunity, really. So the beginning of the week looks like we have lots of opportunities around us. And it's kind of up to you which you decide that you're going to go for, what you're gonna bring in, because the Magician talks about more than one opportunity often. So there will be energy of needing to choose or to prioritize or to be open to other things. If you have one idea about where you might like to be going, there might be other things that come in that kind of like, oh, I wasn't thinking about that. So it's an opportunity to kind of open your mind, really. So I'm just going to pop down a card now from the Dark Mansion, Haunted Mansion. I can never remember what these decks are called, but yeah, I think this is the Dark Mansion. So let me have a look and see what we've got with the Dark Mansion Tarot. So, Dark Mansion Tarot is giving us the Eight of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is, I can't get my words out properly today, tonight, is a really fantastic card, because the Eight of Pentacles talks about new opportunities. Pentacles cards do talk about work, business, money, all of that kind of thing. So they can also talk about abundance in other areas too, but they tend to be talking about practical things. So your stuff, your house, what the things that you own, things that you want, being able to bring those in. Two really, really strong law of attraction cards: Magician, Ace of Pentacles. If you're looking for a new job, the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles is probably one of the best combinations that you can get, because it's saying that you actually have more than one option and that this is good for you. The Ace of Pentacles is very auspicious. It is a new business venture, a new job opportunity. I tend to look at Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles as both being about new work. The Ace of Wands usually for me comes up for a job working for someone else, so being an employee. The Ace of Pentacles comes up more for being self-employed, having your own business, that kind of thing. Not exclusively, but that's the way it usually tells it to me too. Actually feeling like there's some love interest around these two cards as well, just because I'm really drawn to the roses that are around the Ace of Pentacles. Roses for me quite often come up when we're talking about romance, and I've literally just been watching somebody else's live for the week, and they were talking about the rose energy. So the rose is like a totem, and the energy that that has. So what I always feel with the rose, yes, absolutely love, but also important to bear in mind that the rose, although it's beautiful, it does have its thorny stem. So look at the positives for sure, but don't neglect to watch out for the thorns with things. If something comes up and it looks really amazing, check out the stem and make sure there's no thorns on there that are going to bite you later. That's the energy that I feel like I want to be looking at when I'm looking at the roses around that Ace of Pentacles. And also, our Ace of Pentacles is there, and we almost have to go through. This is like a portal, looks like a portal. It looks like we have to go through the door. You might have to cut your way through some of the thorny stuff to be able to get to the prize, you know. Sometimes we do have to go through some thorny bits and bobs to get to our objective, what we desire. So, you know, don't kind of worry about the thorns, because you can cut them away. The path here is clear. You know, we've cut them away. We've moved that aside. So just be aware that sometimes you have to kind of fight your way through the thorny thicket to get to your prize. And that, I think, is what that message is with the Ace of Pentacles. So two great cards at the beginning of the week. Opportunities, absolutely, and some new beginnings. The aces are all about new beginnings, so something new, something that we might have to push our way through to get to, but when we get there, it's worth it. Let's just have a little look and see what we've got with the Oracle deck today. The Arboretum Oracle. Okay, so Climb is our Oracle deck card. I would say this is kind of associated with this, really, is kind of that mountain that we have to climb sometimes to get to where we want to get to. It's a bit like I was saying about the thorny thicket. You have to climb or work your way through some difficult things, but the Magician is asking us to think about what we're manifesting. So visualize yourself at the top of the hill that you need to climb in order to get to where you want to get to, would be my message from here. I really, really love this Arboretum deck because it's just so, I don't know, I just think it's so cute. It reminds me of the autumn. It's really, really lovely. I just felt like this is lovely because yes, you are on a journey. Yes, you are on, it's a bit like the Fool. You're on your journey. You're climbing up this hill. But you've got everything you need. You know, you've got your nice big coat. You're keeping warm. You've got your hat on. You've got your nice hot drink to keep you warm. You've got your bag of goodies here that you're going to be using to get to where you want to get to. You've got food here that you're sharing with your companion. So it's sort of saying you have everything you need to have to get to where you want to get to. The Magician talks about that too. You have everything you need to make things happen. If you look at the traditional Rider-Waite, the Magician will have a wand, a sword, a pentacle, a cup. He will have all the elements. He'll have fire, earth, air, water. So he has everything he needs to create what he wants. And this Climb card has everything in there as well. It's a bit like the Fool with his knapsack. So I'm just going to have a quick look and see what the little saying is with this deck. So it says, we all climb at different speeds. Some pause and falter on the way. Others will join us later. But there is always magic for each and every one of us wherever we find ourselves. So it's saying you don't have to go at the same speed as anybody else as well. And I just think that's well worth bearing in mind, because quite often we judge ourselves against where other people are in their journey, and they're just in a different place on their journey. It doesn't make it better than yours. It's to make it worse than yours. It just makes it different to yours. So absolutely fabulous, fabulous energy. Really looks like we're making progress this week. We are getting to where we want to get to. Yep, we've got journeys to do. Yep, we might have to climb a bit of a hill. Yes, we might have to cut down the thorns, but we are on a journey to get to the right place, and we have everything we need to get there. So let me just put down a message from Brian to finish us off. Let's see what he's got to say. Showtime. Love Showtime. So Brian's finishing us off at the end of the week with Showtime. So it talks about achievement. It talks about being able to get to succeed, to be where we want to be. He says, well, result, things are really happening for you now. There's a lot going on in these cards. There's nothing negative in here at all. These are all very positive cards. They're all very progressive. They all want to move forward. This is all, we're all moving up a level, and I just feel like we are moving towards where we want to be. Absolutely lovely reading for next week. So I hope that's been helpful. Thank you very much for watching. And if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, make a comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, share, etc. All that good stuff helps the channel to be seen. And I will be back during the week to pop down some other bits and pieces that I'm working on at the moment, and I'm not quite sure what order I'm going to do it in, but I think I'm going to be able to put some of it up this week. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.